Dude, so many storylines. I hope we're partying like it's 1994, man. There's a lot of parallels going with that season. I didn't realize that was the last time they won in Death Valley, but
Yep.
yeah, man. I mean, it's a huge game for both sides for totally different reasons. They're trying to salvage. A&M is really trying to get ahead in a very commanding way on the season. You get this one. I mean, you're going to beat Samford. It's a 9. You're at 9 wins on the year. You need one between Missouri, South Carolina, and Texas. Such an opportunity for A&M. And yeah, you laid it out perfectly. I mean, that offense has been a surprising struggle. And with LSU, my whole thing was O-line or the defense as a whole, which was pretty good last year, but really kind of struggled down the stretch. One of those had to hit the upside, and the defense has. But the O-line has been such a liability, man. It's been so – it's honestly sad to see, even from a rival's perspective, to see Nuss not really looking like himself, getting hit as he's throwing, having to get the ball out so quickly, so consistently. Surprisingly, they don't have much of a vertical passing game. I mean, Nick Anderson really hasn't gotten it going. Chris Hilton really hasn't gotten it going. He was great in their vertical game late last year, coming back from injury. But it's Death Valley at night. It's wounded animal mode team. I think a lot of Aggies are kind of projecting this to be, okay, A&M is making their stand here. This is where they can do it. This is where they can play that complementary football, both sides. And yeah, they definitely can, and that would be great. But I just have a feeling there's going to be that last-ditch glimmer, that last-ditch, that kind of dying breath, that's kind of brutal to say, from Brian Kelly and this LSU team, where they could put some stuff together, man. They always seem to go away from their run game, but they have like 3 runners averaging over 4.5 yards a carry. If they maybe just try to establish it and test A&M in that department, maybe they can find some success. But with A&M's defense, it's been against the offenses that are somewhat flawed or just not playing at a high level, where they just tee off and have really good games. We saw it in that 3-game homestand. And if we're looking at recent history, just looking at the sample size so far, that's what LSU's offense is. But they certainly have more upside than what you've seen before. So A&M's offense, work cut out for them. Best defense they've seen all year. This defense is kind of battered and bruised, though. I don't think Whit Weeks is playing this week. I think the latest report today says he's still in a walking boot, probably unlikely to play. Jack Pyburn was hurt last game. He played through it, but he wasn't himself. Harold Perkins has just not really been himself since going down with the injury, and it's been a weird liability at that nickel star position. And I think A&M's offense is playing at a pretty high level. I know that Arkansas game, it's not a great defense did it against, but A&M played really well in that game offensively. So having said all of that, scary spot, desperate team. I think it's a lot closer than we hope to be, but I do think A&M wins it, covers. I think it's 31-24 Aggies.